I'm Guy Ringler, and I'm a fertility specialist with California Fertility Partners in Los Angeles. I help people overcome infertility obstacles. I help people pursue their dreams of having children. So I've been helping gay men to have babies through egg donation and surrogacy for 25 years now. What I've seen is over those 25 years, the technology has improved and success rates have improved. Success rates are higher than they ever have been before. You know, I love taking care of patients. I love helping them to fulfill their dream of having children. It's incredibly rewarding, and I have this unique opportunity to meet these really interesting people who come to us from around the world to make their dreams happen.
I've known Dr. Ringler for a really long time now, close to 7 years. He was actually the physician I used on my second and third surrogacy journey. I've heard so many great things about him before I started, even the process of surrogacy. And now I think having trusted him as a physician and having worked with him at Men Having Babies, it really solidified our bond that we have and the respect we have for each other. I trust him on more levels than one, and I know that he's gonna do the job for all of the gay couples, even the straight couples of the world, because I've seen it firsthand. And I know how passionate he is about it and how amazing of a doctor he is, and the team here at CFP that surrounds him really just makes him rise above everybody else.
So having gone through the experience myself, I learned a lot about the different resources that are available, the different support groups. It is a complex process, it's true. There you have professionals at the clinics and the agencies and attorneys who have done this many times. And then I thought, well, maybe I can help other people as well. At the time, I also was considering a change of lifestyle, because with having children, my previous job was not going to be so easy anymore because it involved a lot of traveling. So that's why I decided to start helping other parents become parents through surrogacy and egg donation.
I have a great team around me, and everyone is very committed to helping others, and it all adds up into many happy outcomes.
I have spent my entire adult career working to empower gay men and LGBT people to live their lives. So when Dr. Ringler came to me and asked me to help him empower gay men and same-sex couples in the family building world, I jumped at the chance. His passion to help other people was so palpable, I could not resist being part of his team.
I met Dr. Ringler in one of the conferences, and I decided to ask him if he would be interested in having someone in the international field to help him.
Some of our employees have worked for us for over 25 years, and that's a sign of commitment and dedication. They love what we do. Helping people is somewhat contagious. We love helping people to make babies.
When I first met Dr. Ringler, I worked at a different clinic, and he was screening me for one of his patients to be their surrogate. So it's always been a dream of mine to be here because of the personalized care he gives. Every time I had an appointment here, it was with Dr. Ringler. Every time I had a question, it was him that answered the question. So for me, it was feeling connected to him. I felt like, having done surrogacy before somewhere else, every patient should have a Dr. Ringler in their corner. Working beside him every day, really, he takes the time to explain things that maybe I wasn't aware of before. And together I feel like we're a pretty solid team.
I've traveled with him to a bunch of different places: Europe, New York City, San Francisco, Chicago. Everywhere I go with him, people show up to introduce their child to him, the child that he helped them create. It's not just, oh, here's your doctor. I can see and hear this connection that they have made with him because he spends so much time making sure that there is a connection, because that connection, he knows, is so instrumental in ensuring that they're going to be successful.
I've always been interested in educating people, educating people about advances in our technologies and spreading the word. I think it's important to share stories, and so for our patients who get pregnant with egg donation surrogacy, they should share their story, and their surrogate mothers share the stories, and it helps teach others about the treatment options that are available, and it helps change people's attitudes and feelings about gay men having children of their own. Gradually, society changes, one family, one community at a time.
Knowing that there's so many roadblocks that gay men face when having a biological family, and knowing that there's resources out there for them to be able to achieve that, I really just wanted to advocate for them. I know what it's like on the inside working at a clinic. I know what it's like to be a biological parent. So for me, it was a no-brainer to advocate for the people who could potentially be taken advantage of or could not know which direction to go, so things stall so much that they're not able to do it.
I'll call or text or email Dr. Ringler on a Saturday or a Sunday, and he's in the clinic. He's working. He is so driven to help other people have the families of their dreams. And it's not just doing a good job. It's not just a career. It's his heart. It's really what drives him on a daily basis. He wakes up wanting to help people. And again, that's one of the reasons I'm so proud to work with him and proud to see all the work that he does.
He's a very kind and generous man. He's very dedicated to his patients. And I thought that it would be an excellent program to support. And here I am helping Dr. Ringler's patients, especially in Europe, in different languages, and seeing the success once they get their children about a year or a year and a half later is what I have in greatest pride.
I'm married to a great man named Mark, who I've known for the past 25 years, and we've been together about 22 years and married for the past 7 years. Got married when it became legal in California to get married, and we had been together so long and a great relationship. We never thought it was necessary to go through the formality of getting married, but once you go through it, you realize it's much more than a formality. It's really meaningful to declare your love for each other in front of those who are important to you.
My very first best friend in high school was a guy who later came out as gay. And I remember his parents' first struggle was not that he was gay, but they really wanted grandchildren down the road. And so for me, once I heard about surrogacy and that it was an option, I knew that I wanted to help not only all of the gay men around the world, but the gay grandparents who really wanted children, and now we have this really awesome opportunity to make that possible. So I wanted to be a vessel for that purpose, and for me it's just, there was never another option.
I think every generation, every decade have their own challenges and aspirations, and when Mark and I were in our 20s and 30s, we were dealing with the AIDS crisis. And that was our big challenge, is to stay healthy and alive when others weren't so fortunate. We were not together in our 20s and 30s. We actually got together in our mid-40s. We both had, growing careers that we were putting our energy into. So time goes by quickly, and we've talked about it. We both would have loved to have kids when we were younger, but we didn't. And so fortunately, I have great nieces and nephews I'm very close to, great family,